Glad to get you on here, 73 and 4WLC.
Take care, 73 to you, and thanks again. This is Whiskey Niner, Foxtrot, Parks on the Air. QRZ. Well, it's not winter anymore, kind of. So today we're gonna get out here into the park and we're gonna get to test some stuff. A lot of cool stuff. Come along, I'll show you. Black Friday 2024, I picked this Doom Fumi 100 amp hour battery. I picked it up for about $100, maybe just a couple bucks more than that though. And it seems like it's been a pretty good little battery. It's a LifePo 4 mini battery. We're gonna go in the Yaesu FT891 as I love to do. Then let's go ahead and take a look here at the antenna real quick.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is year 5 on YouTube, and we're gonna be 5 times as shaky. Oh.
Now the cool thing is today we're going to get to test out new equipment, stuff I've never seen before, but I get the opportunity to do so, and I'm happy to do so. This is a Chameleon, we're going to call it a base piece here. There's an SO239 connector on the other side. It screws into or allows for a 3/8 connector to be on the top, and on the bottom a plate screws in which allows you to plug in like a little bit of a ground plane or counterpoise wires if you choose to do so via cool banana plugs. Now, this is saving my life because when I brought out the HRD25 today, like I say, I didn't bring out the actual spike I needed to spike into the ground and hook up my SO239.
There was probably a 78.6% chance that that was the Chameleon Hybrid Micro. And if that's the case, it would be something like a 4-to-1, which I guess would make sense when you're utilizing a 25-foot stainless steel whip. But it was fun to get out there and experiment, and I want to point out that I activated without a problem regardless. And sometimes it's easy to get hyper focused on all the gear and the equipment, but don't forget to just like kind of go have a good time and see what you could experiment with. I know some of you are doing this right now, but I'm thinking to myself, man, that was fun.
So check this out. This is from W2HVH, and it's for an ICOM IC7300. And it basically makes it a shack in the box, portable, ready to go, zips up, has your power pole connectors here, as well as your little power distribution here for USB, USB-C. And there's a nice front firing speaker as well that it hooks up to. If we take a look at the back, also check out hamradio.ai. Yeah, if we take a look at the back, we'll see that it's powered by a Bio-NO battery. There we have the IC7300 and like a power distribution panel, I guess is what you would call it there. And then you have your auto tuner here as well. So it truly is a shack in a sack, or a shack in the box, if you will. Okay, so we also have up here a couple more things we have the opportunity to take a look at today too. And there's a little orange end-fed half wave there from Tim, N9SAB. Tim went ahead and he has these links right here too. So if you wanted to have a shorter end-fed half wave, maybe you don't need the full length, you could disconnect the links right here. And that's wise because if you're up on a mountaintop, maybe you don't even have enough room, or a summit, maybe you don't have enough room for the full length. What are you gonna do? Disconnect, hook up to your mast, and operate. And speaking of mast, now looks like we got a little dude 6 over here. You gotta love little dude 6. It's hooked up with one of these fishing pole or umbrella mounts, and then on the bottom here, which I'll show you later, is a stainless steel M10 threaded spike, which should be available soon. Oh wait, I forgot one thing here. Let's take a look at this here. This is called the, I swear to God, this episode's not sponsored by Chameleon. This is called the Chameleon POTA mast, and the concept is simple. You have a mast, and it goes into like your vehicle's trailer hitch, and then you could put the mast in the trailer hitch. One thing that the observation was made is maybe there should be a cap on the bottom so it holds this part into place up here. I'll just go ahead and make that cap. It'll be no problem. And then if we take a look up, one of the things that Chameleon does with their mast is when you get to the point where you're not supposed to go any higher, or the sweet spot, they mark it in white so you can clamp it in. And that way it takes the guesswork out of it, right? It's kind of hard to see, but we're also going to be running a chameleon delta loop today. So we'll see how that works. The coax isn't hooked up right now since we're operating so close together without bandpass filters. I had a little bit of an unfortunate event this morning with the ribbon cables that come with the JPC 350. More importantly, the ring connector they were connected to, they separated, and I currently have no way to put them together. I'll worry about it when I get home. He just activated the park in about, I really do think it was about 4.5 minutes. You might have noticed when I first showed the delta loop, the chameleon delta loop, that this piece was not on correctly. It has now been made or put on correctly, but the cool thing is we just kind of came out here and we're testing out all this gear and we're experimenting, so it was fun. Anyway, we put the SO239 connector as it's supposed to be, and right now he's making contacts with the delta loop, and no tuner required. It's working well. Now we're going to try the True SDX, and we're going to use a phone to do FT8. There we go. All right, so it looks like with the end-fed half wave and about 3 watts, not doing too bad with that little guy. You're being heard around the United States. Sorry about that. Alpha Fox again?
Alpha Foxtrot 5, Yankee,
QSL, QSL, Alpha, Foxtrot 5, Yankee, Yankee. I have you at a 5x7, 57 here in the park uniform, Sierra 1000.
57, round trip to Central Oklahoma. Thanks for your activation. Have a fine line in the park.
Okay, let's be realistic. I probably overpacked today when I packed a 100 amp hour battery for an activation that took me about 20 minutes. I guess we're just gonna keep using this throughout the spring until the battery dies. All right, I wanna just show off a couple of things here real quick because we're getting packed up and getting ready to go before the storm rolls in. But all of these chameleon, we're gonna call them counterpoises or ground plane, they're all banana plugs and they're pretty decent quality. Everything is going to come with these little Velcro straps, and it just kind of makes it nice because you could hold everything together. The ground spike that Chameleon uses, if we were to compare it to like an aluminum or a steel ground spike that I might have on my Dude Spike, look at the difference in size of that Chameleon spike. And that's important because if you're trying to have a large object that's 25, 30 feet in the air, and it's swaying a lot, and you have something that's only this long, it might come out of the ground, whereas it's going to be dug into the ground and more stable. It's going to be sturdy if it's into the ground a little bit more. So this is a 3/8" connection from Chameleon, and this was that little plate that those banana plugs plugged into.
W4 ACR was with me during this activation, and he was the one who brought the Chameleon gear. He did relay to me something that I want to share with you. If you go to Chameleon's website, you can click on blemished products. Once you're there, you can see here that the blemished products are fully functional and they just didn't meet the high standards of Chameleon. Basically, there's some kind of blemish or flaw with them that don't affect the functionality, and you can get a discount on Chameleon products this way.
But wait, there's more. As you can see here, this 3/8 male, and it's going to go right through here and screw in to that plate. But also what happens at this point is then you could put your antenna on here. So the whole shebang looks a little bit like that. I think it's a genius idea. It's really great. And it seems to work fairly well. It was easy to assemble and take down. I just wanted to show you the size of Tim N9 SAB's antenna, which, I mean, obviously I have really big hands, but you could see how small his little antenna can be. And Rob was running 100 watts on sideband with this today, and it seems to have done okay. So I'll see if I can get some statistics and some information on this, but it's probably a T140-43. The one thing I want to point out though is it's in a nice case. You see that? So this is more waterproof or weatherproof than some other antennas out there. Of course, you also have a clip on here too, depending on how you want to run your end-fed half-wave configuration. But it works well. One of the things I was told as well was when you purchase this end-fed half-wave, it comes with this little, call it a ground spike if you will, but this goes into the ground and then there's a ring connector that hooks up to the antenna. I think that's pretty neat. W9 FFF Whiskey Niner Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Foxtrot with a last call parks on the air from Uniform Sierra 1000. Anyway, I'm not sure there was much of a point of this video today. I initially came out here to test out the 25-foot stainless steel whip, only to find that I ran into a lot of issues that I caused myself, and maybe some gear issues as well. But regardless, I think it was really cool to still be able to get out here, activate, I guess just get away from the winter for a while. And I guess really at the end of the day, that's the point, is there is a lot of different equipment out there, and sometimes we get so caught up in buying equipment that we forget to go have fun and activate and just enjoy it, the weather and what you get to do. So much different gear out here today, one purpose to activate, and we activated with different gear. It was fine. Anyway, bye.